What's going on, guys? So it's 9:30 in the morning right now, and as you can tell, I'm not at work. I'm actually about to interview for a personal training job at this YMCA. This Y is about 30 minutes from my house, so it was a little bit far of a drive, and I'm not really nervous or anything like that. I'm just thinking that if I do get it, it's going to be kind of a pain to drive all the way out here. I'm still optimistic, but we'll see how it goes. So for those who don't know, the YMCA is more like a family or community gym. It's not an ideal strength training gym or a powerlifting gym. I've never worked as a personal trainer, but I have interned at a sports athletic performance complex, working with mostly athletes, like high school athletes. And so hopefully this is more than just working with older adults, and there is a good demographic and good variety of clients. We'll see how it goes. I haven't even gotten the job yet, so wish me luck, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. So just got out of the interview. I'm sitting outside of a Walgreens right now just because I wanted to pull over and record. So it went really well. He didn't really ask me too many typical interview questions because he knew that I had the qualifications. But the one problem is my certification they don't accept. So he said it was up to me if I wanted to get certified through ACE or ACE. NASM is another popular one. Basically, there's a bunch of different organizations in America that accept, and certain gyms accept certain certifications, and the YMCA is one that is very strict on the ones they do accept. The certification I currently have is through the NSPA. It's a strength and conditioning, certified strength and conditioning specialist cert. So it's up to me if I want to drop a couple $100 and take the test. It is far. It is kind of a far drive, but I really don't like how things are going at my current job, so I'm leaning towards taking one of these certifications, or taking one of the tests and getting certified through one of these organizations, and we'll see how it goes. I do have squats later today, so I'll film that. I just want to kind of vlog this day in this interview process. So I will see you guys at the gym for some squats.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the commentary. Just warming up here with 225 pounds. And today the warm-up sets actually moved really slow for me. They don't look too bad now that I'm rewatching them, and the speed is actually okay, but I don't know what it was. It just felt a little bit off. Maybe it was a long day. I was tired from that interview. I'm tired from working as well. Here's my last warm-up set at 275. And the one thing I want to say is, in these shoes, previously before I got these shoes, I was squatting in just kind of tennis shoes or athletic shoes, and I really feel really stable in these Addy power lifts. So here's my first working set at 295. I was just trying to go for a double. I also want to apologize. I didn't get the greatest angles on these squats. I wasn't really planning on recording, but I figured, you know, this was kind of a PR for me. I never squatted 295 for doubles, so I figured why not record them. The first one goes up okay, and the second one goes up a little bit slow. This is the second set you're seeing, and I'm really happy with the speed on the second set for both reps. I did a really good job on staying upright. Didn't really have a butt wank at all until the very last set. I think the very last rep of the last set, which is what you're going to see right here. This is the last set. And they didn't feel too great, but the speed on the bar and how fast they go up makes me optimistic. I'm really happy with that. So after I did 3 sets of 2 at 295, I dropped it down just for a little bit of a back off set. I just did 230 pounds here, and I was just kind of feeling out the reps, just trying to be as explosive as possible out of the hole and really control it on the way down. I feel like I've been neglecting kind of the hypertrophy rep ranges a little bit, and notice my legs aren't, they haven't gotten any bigger in the last, I'd say, 3 to 4 weeks. So I think I'm going to start doing more hypertrophy training. I'm still going to do my strength, my strength parameters and hit those numbers, but definitely going to add some more volume into my leg workouts just to get some hypertrophy benefit. There you saw me stretching out my lower back and kind of my mid back. I don't know about you guys, but for some reason I get kind of a little bit of a pump in my lower back and even in my traps from squatting. It just kind of tightens up on me, and it feels like it's more of a back exercise than a leg exercise. So this is my last back squat set of just dropped it down to 175 pounds. Really trying to control the weight on the way down. Feel a good stretch in my hamstrings and in my glutes, and then be as explosive as possible. Since I've been messing around with the lower rep ranges like the 2s and the 3s and even the 5s, I feel like I don't really feel a contraction in my legs as much. So I'm going to try to get back to this, like I mentioned before, just to increase volume and trying to seek the hypertrophy benefits. And here is my first set of front squats. They felt terrible today. I don't know. It's probably just my wrist mobility, and my core was probably fatigued from those heavy squats earlier, the doubles. But I decided to cut it short. I did 2 sets of 175 and then just a back off set of 135 just to try and nail my form down. And then I was just tired of squatting, so I moved on to this exercise here. So this is kind of my favorite leg press machine in the gym. I guess it's technically a squat press. That might be the technical name for it. So here's just trying to feel it out. Very lightweight, just feeling the stretch in my hamstrings. I moved my feet up higher on the plate. If you do that, you'll hammer your hamstrings a little bit better, and even your glutes. I got a lot of quad work from all the squatting, so I want to balance it out and hit some glutes and hamstrings. And I really wanted to do these unilaterally, so you'll see what I do here at the very last rep. I just kind of play around and figure out how I'm going to do this and where I'm going to put that leg to let it rest. And then you'll see in the next clip how I figure it out. So yeah, my goal was to be as explosive as possible on these. I've seen Johnny Candido do these with his fancy machine that his gym has. We don't have that machine. We just have these, bilateral leg presses. Also really happy that I got to record some accessory exercises for you guys. The gym was kind of dying down. It was a Friday night and it was snowing really bad, so I reaped the benefits and I got some decent angles, I think, on these exercises. And as you can tell, I'm not locking out at the top. That's bad for your patella tendon. It puts a lot of stress on it if you lock out on leg press. And another reason why I like doing unilateral work is because my left leg is a lot weaker than my right leg. I kind of attribute that to just maybe dominance. I'm right-hand dominant. I'm right-handed in every sport that I play. And even when I'm playing basketball, I jump off my right leg and I can generate more force through my right leg than I can with my left leg. And I think I'm going to keep this accessory into my program because I love the way it feels and I like the benefits of it, both from a athletic standpoint and from a powerlifting standpoint. So after that, I moved on to sumo deadlifts for the first time in my life, and they felt so strange. I don't know how people can deadlift 600, 700 pounds. I guess you get used to the movement pattern, but for me, here I am. I'm just trying to be as wide as possible, I guess you could say. And I'd really appreciate any tips from you guys. I know that I've always pulled conventional, and a lot of people prefer to pull sumo. So I try to get different angles. If you think a front angle would work better, just straight on, then I can try and do that and help me critique my form a little bit. Because there's a lot of carryover between the sumo to the conventional, so I really want to do sumo deadlifts, especially on my squat days, because I do squat high bar, so it is more quad dominant. So yeah, I appreciate any feedback you can give me on the form. If you think a different angle would work out better, then I'd appreciate that too.
So as you can see, it's snowing again. That was a pretty good workout. First time doing sumo deadlifts. I know it's not ideal doing them in the Olympic squatting shoes. I didn't have my chucks. But I'd appreciate any critique or feedback on the form. They just feel so weird. It's the first time I've ever done them, and they just feel so much different than conventional. And I'm definitely not as flexible, especially in my left adductor. My right adductor is, I think, flexible enough, but my left side is just so tight. Thanks for sticking around. If you watched the entire video, I'm gonna close it out right here, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.